Loyal to Drake. Welcome back to another Easy Mind reaction, guys. Today we are reacting to the channel once again, Psych to Go. Still haven't woken up, I guess. Psych to Go. Title being The Dark Side of INFJ, the world's rarest personality type. Yes, we are still on the personality trend.
Another one.
And I think Psych to Go is becoming one of our favorite channels here. For one of the facts that we don't get copyrighted on when reacting to the channels. Because Pursuit of Wonder, I get copyright claims on that. Big Think, I get copyright claims on that. But I haven't gotten a copyright claim on Psych to Go, which, of course, I think it's because they just use audio of voice. They don't use any kind of like background music. Anyways, let's read the description, guys. Are you an INFJ? Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. Are you an INFJ? Did you know that the rarest category is the INFJ, which stands for introverted, intuitive, feeling, and judging? INFJs are known to be gentle, thoughtful, and kind-hearted. However, with all the attention that the positive traits of INFJ receive, it is also necessary to focus on the dark side of this personality type. Curious to learn more about the dark side of INFJ? This video is for you, which I'm sure they're going to repeat the description in the video. But yeah, I'm always curious to learn more about myself and how I relate to others. So without further ado, turn the captions on. Oh, only 70-20?
No,
70-20. What is wrong with me? 5-minute video, quick video, guys. Let's get into it. Jay says I gave credit for not having music.
Hey Psych2Goers, welcome back to another video.
Well, that's good.
Before we begin, we would like to thank you all for your support that you've given us. Psych2Go's mission is to make psychology and mental health more accessible to everyone, and you help us do that. So thank you.
No
now,
problem.
back to the video. Have you ever taken the Myers-Briggs personality test?
Yes, we just did.
The MBTI is a self-report inventory designed to identify and categorize people's personality types, strengths, and weaknesses into 16 different general personality types. The rarest category is INFJ, which stands for introverted, intuitive, feeling, and judging. People with this personality type are known to be gentle, thoughtful, and kind-hearted. However, with all the attention that the positive traits of INFJ receive, it's also necessary to focus on the negative aspects as well to provide a more realistic view of the INFJ personality type. So here are the main traits of the dark side of INFJ. Before we begin, we would like to make a disclaimer that this video is based on the Myers-Briggs type inventory, which is just a theory and has personality types that are just rough tendencies rather than strict classifications. Number 1, bottling up negative emotions.
Man.
Are you someone who would rather keep your problems to yourself to avoid conflict? As an INFJ, you prefer to keep the negative things to yourself so as to not burden anyone else with your problems or be misunderstood. But because you're so used to being a source of comfort for others and are used to adapting to the needs of others instead of prioritizing your own problems, you also have a tendency to lash out when someone wrongs you. As your problems and negative emotions pile up and go unaddressed, you may end up taking it out on the people around you. This can lead to irreparable damage to the relationships that you have with your closest family and friends. Number 2, abruptly cutting people out of their lives.
Okay, now we're talking.
Have you felt overwhelmed and burdened by someone else's emotional needs? One of your main traits as an INFJ is that you're extremely sensitive and empathetic. However, when you have a tendency to always put yourself in other people's shoes, you end up experiencing an immense amount of emotional pain. Because of this, you might abruptly decide to cut people out of your life.
Ghost.
While there are many situations where it's the right choice to cut people off, such as if they're emotionally abusive or deceptive, there are also times when you might have made too quick of a decision and lose a relationship that was actually worthwhile. Number 3.
Dang it, they really on mass.
Gotcha.
Excuse my language. But yeah, no. Yeah, no, I have that tendency. And actually, I gotta send this video to her, but I don't even know what to say. You got me. You got me. But yeah, I'm at a loss for words. What was the chapter called Abruptly Cutting People Out of Their Lives. Yeah, no. I don't even need to say anymore. I feel like I just need to watch this video and just take it in and, you know, not do it. Or be more mindful of it. But
Actually worthwhile. Number 3, extremely high expectations. Do you tend to expect a lot of things from the people you know? While
Yeah.
it's normal for you as an INFJ to set extremely high expectations for yourself,
yeah.
you also have the tendency to set brutally high expectations for other people, especially family, close friends, and romantic partners.
Bro. I mean, at least it's good that I'm aware of myself. But this is something I'm constantly referring to, and something, like I say, I was aware of that I did with the people in my life. And I think this is also one of the reasons why I do abruptly cut relationships off with other people, is because failing to meet expectations. Eh, But it's just like, to refer to these expectations as high seems a bit drastic in a way, because my expectations are for the most part based off, morals. And so, like, if you're struggling to, I guess, just be a moral person, have some core values and really abide by those core values, by those morals, then that's just, a quick sign to me that, if you're going to do it to someone else, or if you're going to, just even cheat yourself, then I feel like there's a good enough chance that you would do it to me. And, that's just not something I feel like I need to deal with in my life. So that expectation is there. Like I said, as this graph is depicting, it's not there just, for everyone else. It's there for myself. And I have a tendency to get extremely mad at myself and, kind of feel guilty when I find out, or it's not even finding out, like when I realize, especially in the moment, as it happens a lot, that I'm not doing as I ask and, ask for others to do. And so whenever I find myself, not acting in such a way which I would expect from others, I can, right then and there, I stop whatever I'm doing, or I, cut it off and correct myself. And that's all I expect from, people around. And I understand, like, I allow people to make mistakes. I allow people to be human. But the thing is, a lot of times people use being human as an excuse to do wrong. And it's not about doing wrong, but it's about knowing you're doing wrong and still continuing such acts. And a lot of times what gets to me is when people do wrong, apologize, and then repeat that offense. So I guess, maybe there's too many rules or too many things to go into, too many, a lot of nuances. So I can't really get into it as much as I want to. But that's a gist. But anyways, you're definitely right, though. Extremely high
Really
expectations.
high expectations for yourself. You also have the tendency to set brutally high expectations for other people, especially
Correct.
family, close friends, and romantic partners.
Especially
This is why
romantic
you may
partners.
feel like you're always experiencing disappointment or frustration from being let down all the time. But when you set unrealistic goals in life and seek only relationships that fit your idea of perfect, it can make it hard for people around you to actually connect with you. Number 4, moodiness. Are you someone who prefers to hide your emotions rather than talking through them?
Yeah.
As an extremely perceptive and deep-feeling person, you tend to experience a lot of intense emotions. And although you try to hide it and avoid talking about them, it's quite easy to see how these emotions affect your behavior. Instead of your casual self,
Really?
you may start to push people away for reasons that you yourself can't understand, and isolate yourself from others to sort through your emotions until you can open up about them.
Yeah.
Number 5,
Is that bad? To kind of, want to try to understand what you're going through before you start. I mean, I don't do that as much as I did in the past. But now, like I said, in the past reactions, I've stated that I found people who have allowed me and created a space for me to be vulnerable and to be opened up and, to be able to speak my mind without feeling as if I'm burdening them with, my thoughts and feelings. But, what was I saying?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't see it as a bad trait or dark side, as this video its title, to kind of, just sit with your emotions for a while and try to understand it before you go and express it or you speak about it. But hey, maybe that I'm biased.
From others to sort through your emotions until you can open up about them. Number 5, self-destructive. As the N in INFJ suggests, people with this personality type are extremely intuitive and develop deep ideas and feelings. While this is often seen as one of your greatest advantages, it can also cause some trouble. Similar to how you can understand and feel emotions on a deeper level, you can also overthink and create problems in your mind that do not exist. This may happen when you try to find a deeper meaning to someone's words or actions, when there's nothing more than what they've said or done.
Dang.
You might also try to predict what someone will do without even giving them a chance, only
Right.
because of a similar situation in your past that ended badly.
Well, speaking more on that last part, I feel like I gotten better. Maybe it used to be like that. Actually, no. Still like that to an extent. But that's only in the direction of, I guess, romantic relationships. I think for me, I feel like I do a pretty good job of separating my relationships and understanding that the type of relationship I have with people have to do with, how I'm to treat them or how to, you know, basically how our relationship should work. But, dang, what was I saying? But yeah, no, like I said, I like to separate my relationship. So, in regards to my idea of romanticism or love, I'm a bit, what's the word? It's a P word. I'm over here tripping. I'm a bit pessimistic in those regards. But when it comes to close friends and family, I feel like I haven't been wronged in that way. So I have no reason to project my pessimism for, romance onto platonic relationships, onto familial relationships. So I think that's an efficient way to conduct and to work through my relationships or to set my relationships. But as it was saying, I forgot, what was it? Self-destructive. Yeah, no, I do base a lot of what people do as individuals, like, whatever has transpired in the past, I do have those expectations for the future. But one thing, I was just talking to myself before I fell asleep and took that nap. I was talking to myself and I was going through different hypotheticals with different friends, playing out different scenarios in my head. And I think that helps me get a better understanding of the person, just, I guess, throwing them into a thoughtful science experiment in my head. But anyways, I forgot the thought I had. Dang. But basically what I think what I was thinking is the fact that I won't, hopefully you get the gist. Maybe I need to take another nap. Or
Only
maybe I need to
because of a
wake up
similar
more. But
situation in your past that ended badly.
let's continue.
Number 6,
Stubbornness.
stubbornness.
My friend gets on me all the
Do you
time with
define
this.
yourself as someone who does not usually welcome change into your life? The judgment trait that you possess is responsible for this, since it defines your obsessive planning and future-oriented thinking. As such, you would much rather have things go the way that you planned,
Yeah.
rather than having to accept unexpected changes. This stubbornness will also apply to other things in life and may result in a ton of missed chances and opportunities for a better life. Are you an INFJ?
What's that mean?
Did you relate to any?
Okay, yeah. On that last part of stubbornness, I feel like I'm only stubborn when I'm only stubborn like I think I explained in the past reaction. But my friend Rodney, he was talking to me and he was what was he saying? I think he was just talking about how I'm poor at taking advice. And I think my stubbornness in those regards only comes about when I feel like the advice that's been given to me or that's being given to me isn't advice that's been thought over or advice that really has an experience behind it or any, like I said, thought over or any logic behind it. And so I just dismiss the whole advice. But I'm not rude about it. I'm able to be, I guess, cordial and respectful and be like, I hear you and this, that, and the third. But then as soon as they finish speaking their mind, I'll speak my mind and say, this is why I disagree, or this is why I'm not, willing to follow what you have to say. But yeah, stubborn, I guess.
Any of the points we've mentioned? Let us know in the
Yeah,
comments
no.
below. If you found this video helpful,
I think that's the end of the video, guys. Great video. Dark side of INFJ, the world's rarest personality type. I did not know that. But hey, you learn something new every day. Like I said, great video. Make sure to leave a like. Make sure to turn on post notifications. Make sure to hit the subscribe button. But as always, if you are not going to do any of that, at the very least, please do leave a comment. Why? Because I would love to have a conversation with you guys. Good day.